All right, welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm ronny-haze, and today let's talk about the brand new trailer. That's right, we actually got a real official trailer, not just teaser images. Well, this is a teaser trailer, but you get what I'm saying. Instead of just having teaser, promo images, we got an official trailer. I'll put the link down below so you guys can check it out. For some odd reason, the trailers always get claimed or blocked, so I'm going to have to proceed with caution. And for anyone new here, I have raw content and then I got highly edited content in order to juggle them both for now. We got to kind of go in raw. You know, I like it raw anyway, but we got to go in kind of raw with this. So I'm not going to have time to edit it up together. But if you like the edited stuff, we got the Walking Dead flaws and ahs and movie flaws and ahs on the channel. About like 15 or 20 of those so far between the two sets. Anyhow, and more coming soon. Anyway, so the trailer opens up with Alpha talking in a weird... I wonder if I can get some of it.
You see beyond the darkness.
She's talking in this weird... I don't know. As if she's having a moment with either Beta or Gamma or Negan, for example. I know in the source material they did kind of have a moment, but they're keeping some of the source material as far as Alpha, but it's tweaked in a way where it can go either direction. I will say, I pride myself on tearing apart trailers, or at least in the past, a lot of them were just super easy to rip apart. This one in particular, really short, but they're teasing a decent amount, but nothing that leads me going, oh man, I know exactly where that's going to lead into this and into there, or where that could go. This is a pretty good trailer, and I love this pile of heads right here. Just got a little pile of walker heads. It looks like the battlefield, one of the coming battlefields, maybe by the hilltop, I would imagine, because that's what they're hitting at so far. And as I'm assuming that's Negan. For all we know, it could be a regular Whisperer. Whoever it is dragging Lucille. So either Negan, he's got some skinny legs though, so that might be Negan, or just one of the Whisperers that has knockoff Lucille. Anyway, really cool visuals here with this battlefield. Some walkers, some Whisperers, Lucille dragging. Again, I'm just gonna pretend it's either Negan or another Whisperer. And this foot. Actually, I think it's behind my head. This foot here, I'll show you in a second. This is one of the survivors. Maybe not a lead survivor. I would imagine this is maybe someone that's a face we recognize, or just an extra. Someone from the communities, because as Negan or the Whisperer gets closer, we can see the padding that they use. They started at the Kingdom, and then it spilled over into the Hilltop. So you can actually see the aftermath of this battle between the two different communities. It does open up, which I am leaning more towards the Hilltop just getting, and then everyone falling back to Alexandria, which is a touch different in the comic. But next up we have what I am assuming, again, the trip to the new community. This is the community that is connected with the radio. And I'm sticking with the reason they're going is because the community is big enough and capable enough to possibly provide a surgery to save Ezekiel's life. I think that's a good enough drive to take this risk. And it seems like a really intimate, and again, this could be a mislead though. It could be, we think this is where they're going, but in reality, they get split up, and they're actually going looking for someone else, like Magna, for example. They get split up, and maybe Yumigo is out looking for Magna. I don't know, maybe Ezekiel's horse gets jacked up and he rides with her. I'm not really sure, but I'm just going to lean towards they're heading to the new community, because we know it's coming up, so it really makes sense that we would see that. Here's one reason these goofy cliffhangers should just stop. Now, okay, you can argue that the cave cliffhanger, the clave, aka, you can argue that was done more for excitement. Like, okay, they're in the cave, and it wasn't done for who's gonna survive, who's gonna make it out. Only some of the marketing has been aimed towards who survives and who makes it out. We've seen Yumiko out of the cave. Eugene, wait, no, he wasn't in the cave. We see Yumiko, Jerry, Carol, Daryl. We see all these people out of the cave, man. I think the only person so far I haven't spotted out of the cave is Magna. Connie and Magna. Maybe Kelly too. I have to pay attention now, but I'm pretty sure. Nope. Kelly was in that fight scene. Well, maybe I'm thinking of in the cave. But anyhow, Alpha's walking towards this shack. And again, these weird visuals, like they're prepping for this war. What does this shack got to do with anything? Is there some supplies here? Oh, jeez. This shack is boring, bro. Anyway, so she goes to the Love Shack. Oh my God. Negan and Alpha goes to the Love Shack. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I thought it was just, nothing, but holy hell. There we go. Negan and Alpha to the Love Shack, baby. Anyway, shout out. Who remembers that song back in like the friggin', what was that, the 80s, 90s? Anyway, Daryl and Judith. Obviously, this is a good combination because of his bond with his best friend, Rick Grimes, and that being his kid. We got Yumiko here, Eugene, Rosita. Oh, forgive me. I don't know who the heck that is. Yeah, see, there's Kelly. I knew I saw her. She's back here to the right. Let me get my little machete. There's Yumiko and Kelly there, and this is the assault at Hilltop, and they are outside the fence, so this would explain why one of these random people, their body is left over in the beginning of the trailer, because I don't think it'll be someone we know now. That's cool. I like that atmospheric look with the fog and all that. I'm trying to look. Now I'm thinking, pick out, who are we looking for? Yumiko and Connie. We're looking for, I think that's Rosita. Yumiko, or not Yumiko, Magna and Connie. There's Luke. And it got a cool little slow-mo here. We've seen this panel before, but I love that image though, where the walker's coming up and they're just going to town. I don't know what's gonna cause Judith to cry. Originally, I was thinking it has to relate to Michonne, but in what way would she get a message that something happened to Michonne? So what could it be? This, I feel like they threw this in here. Comic fans know why they threw this in here. Because you see this and it goes by so quick in the trailer. You're like, yo, oh my God, Magna with blood gushing out of her head? Yo, something's going on. Like what are they doing? And this has me. This kind of I was even looking for like CGI wounds or something here. She clearly was in a scuffle. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this might be in one of the first 2 episodes because the early reviews talked about Magna getting into a fight. I won't go into any spoilers. It's only minor spoilers, but I'm pretty sure they released who she gets into a fight with, and I'm damn curious about it. But she looks, I mean, I don't know if that's her blood or someone else's, but some of it looks like it's her blood out of her nose. It looks like her head is split right here. Like her eye is busted open, and she just looks so strange, as if, I don't know. There's like this this peace and just like it is what it is. What's the word I'm looking for? Like she's just content. It's so weird. And another thing, oh yeah, we saw Kelly twice. Here's Kelly in the car with the baby, surrounded by walkers. I would imagine that after the hilltop is destroyed, if they're traveling from the hilltop to Alexandria, this could be a moment where they get pinned in and trapped on the road. I'm trying to think of how and why this would make sense before that point in time, because she was in the cave and then she gets out of the cave and then she somehow gets the baby and then gets trapped. You get what I'm saying? So I'm thinking maybe trouble on the road going there. And I'll be curious because honestly, it's her and Alden here. I don't know, man. This has me worried. We're getting a little filler because honestly, what is this scene doing in? But we'll see. We'll see. And then this we got the crazy eyes. I don't remember it looking so damn goofy when they first showed this in the original trailer. Yo, she's got these crazy eyes. Look at her, yo. And they add on to this right after they show her swinging it. But she's got these crazy eyes, yo. Something's going on with Michonne. What is that? That had me worried it was some type of like hallucination or something. And I was like, please don't go that route. Please don't go that route. Could Michonne show up? Like, we're all thinking Michonne left, and I think for a writer, I think that would be one of the biggest misleads of one of the biggest and exciting, because Michonne goes and we're assuming she's gone. But if the battle gets tough and Michonne gets back and she's able to help and create a devastating blow to fight back the Whisperers. And even using Negan's bat, I mean, in a defining moment that would just be shocking. I would be absolutely blown away because again, the reason we know, and they know we know, that Michonne is leaving, and she's on this long, mysterious journey. Most of us are pretty much like, okay, so Michonne's not going to come back because it only makes sense. She's on this journey, something happens, and she stays gone. However, if they wanted to really blow our minds, she comes back with some type of help, not to completely destroy the Whispers, but at least to knock them back. They're still a threat, but they at least save the hilltop from being just completely decimated. It took a hit. It's gonna need to be rebuilt or whatever. It's still some of it, half of it burnt to the ground, but you get what I'm saying? Like, at least not all the people are slaughtered. She gets back, but who would she kill though? Because it doesn't fit with what they already have set up. They already got Negan and Alpha set up for a face-to-face similar to the source material. And they're super hyping Carol and Alpha. So, I mean, what does it fit, if you think about it, for Michonne in this scene? I don't know there. But she's got the crazy eyes. And this is Hilltop. This is why I think Hilltop's going to be burning down. This plus the source material. This is just real quick. Rosita running, probably getting killed because she's got a different TV show. And then... again, these close-up images not showing much. What is that? The cave wall, or is that just woods behind her? She's shooting an arrow. Beta, we already know he goes inside Alexandria and he starts slaughtering people. I am hyped for that. That's episode 2 called Stalker. Cannot wait for that. Negan in front of Alpha, like, oh shit. Here's that crazy Michonne. Like, she's got the crazy eyes. And he's even looking like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. Which is getting a little odd because we know his shirtless scene coming up. That looks weird. Like he's being forced into something. But that's going to be interesting. And here's crazy ass Michonne swinging the bat. We'll play that. I'm sure AMC won't. I hope they lube first. Yeah, just swiping with that bat. Actually, you know what? Even though she has the bat, she points the bat. That looked like a sword swing. Unless she's just, used to it. No, that's the bat, all right. Is her sword? Is her sheath there? Yeah, that looks like a sword swing. She's probably just used to a sword. Something not right with that. That looks off. Well, then again, she is just doing it for the cameraman. The poor cameraman. The poor cameraman's always getting beat, stabbed, shot. Jeez. Anyhow, so that is the Walking Dead little teaser we got. And I think it's a great teaser, hyping us up with a few things. I mean, we got a little look at the battlefield. We got the Love Shack, which is like out there. We got they already showed us some of that. What was the big one? Oh, and here, go back to Judith crying. See what I mean about Michonne? Like, we just expect her at this point to be fully gone. If they really shock us and she returns, it would make sense now why Judith is crying if Michonne tells her, like, listen, I found something, your dad might be alive, or anything like that, or they don't even have to say that, but she has to go back out on this, mission, and she's going to be gone for maybe a few months, and that's why Judith is crying or something. Just really off the top of my head, that's probably not what it is, but she just looks sad, not a shocked sad, like a devastated. She just looks like an accepting, okay, I'm saying goodbye sad. That's what gave me the idea. But there's a good amount here that got me pretty hyped, but it also didn't reveal much at all. I'm trying to look through it again, and I got nothing, guys, as far as piecing the story together. And I count that as a win as a fan, because we don't want to piece too much together. I hope I was able to move around this little block enough. All right, give me your thoughts and opinions about this trailer. What did you think about it? I had like friggin' 17 DMs come in all of a sudden saying, please do this if you can. And this was literally the only 20-minute block of time I had. So forgive the raw format. I do have to get going, though. Put your thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. What do you think about the trailer and your predictions for the scenes coming up? I'm done talking. It's your turn.